heard of Farmer Wants a Wife, but what about Farmer Wants a Life? Tracy Seacombe is a personal development coach and works with farmers through different relationships on the farm, with family, workers and the community, and how those relationships work into their life. She says in the current environment, relationships on farm have certainly shifted.
Yeah, I think there can be some added pressure. So I know the fact that a lot of families had their children at home, for example, so they were dealing with homeschooling. And so feeding, for example, was going on for some farmers at the same time, which meant that the husband was out all the time on the feeder, working very long hours, while the wife had the normal duties that she would have. She possibly is working from home as well, so she brought her off-farm work home, and she had her children home and has been juggling the homeschooling as well. So I think that that has pushed some people over the edge in terms of the pressure that they feel to do a really good job with homeschooling, which is not necessarily what they have experience with, as well as the normal sort of strains that they have, which is missing their partner during that busy season when he works such long hours.
Tracy, we were talking just before, we were talking about A Farmer Wants a Wife, which is coming out very soon once again, but The Farmer Wants a Life is what you mentioned. What do you mean by that?
So I think that Farmer Wants a Wife is really honing in on a very small percentage of farmers, which are those ones that are single and because of their isolation might find it difficult to find a relationship. But I actually think that the relationships have their own unique pressures when you're talking about farming families. And so what I've observed over the last few years is that because families are in business together and because of the small community, I think that there is a lot of pressure that farmers put on themselves to live up to the expectations that they feel they have to their family to keep running the farm. They've been brought up, taught to work very hard, to be very tough and very resilient, and they quite often can't be vulnerable. And I think that that sometimes can really impact their relationship with their wives and with their children. So I think apart from finding farmers a wife, I think that we really need to support them with maintaining healthy relationships within their immediate family and their extended family, but also within the community. I think that there is a toughness, which is really great within farmers, but I think it also can stop them from feeling like they can tell the truth about how they're feeling and what they would really like to say to each other about the stresses that they have on them.
So there's a lot more than just this a farmer wanting a wife.
Yes, yeah, I think there's more to it than that. I think that you need to be able to maintain that relationship. And, you know, some women have had professions that they've given up to move to the country. Others have a farming background themselves, but they can lose themselves a little bit in the mix. You know, sometimes the farmer's wife is in fact someone who is a professional. They've given up their job to be home with the kids, and then there's that added factor of isolation. So, you know, even the trip to sport is quite often longer than it would be if you lived in the city. And so all of these things, these demands, and then perhaps the husband that's working those really long hours can all play a part in the relationship and the communication. But I think one of the biggest things that I have found as a common thread is just open communication, feeling like people can be very honest with each other. I think a lot of people want to avoid confrontation. They don't want to offend anyone, both when it comes to business but also within the family. And I think those things are what are starting to change through this personal development coaching that we're doing.
That was personal development coach Tracy Seacombe, and you can find out more about what Tracy does by just searching for tracyseacombe.com.au. Let's have a quick look at the